Hello everybody, today back in another video. Oh boy, we have gotten the biggest upset at US Open 2024 for sure so far in the tournament. Yeah, this is so far in the tournament, without any shadow of a doubt, the biggest upset in the tournament 2024 by tennis fans all around the world. All respect to Rune, to Tsitsipas, to those guys who lost in the first round. To Hurkacz, who lost, Rune, Tsitsipas, Felix Alasime, who lost in the first round, top 20 players in the world. Hurkacz, top 10 player in the world, who lost in the second round. Carlos Alcaraz losing in the second round is the biggest upset in the tournament by far. The two-time Grand Slam champion in the 2024 season, who won French Open and Wimbledon back-to-back. The four-time Grand Slam champion in total in his career. And the world number 3, who lost against the world 74 in the world, Zandschulp. I don't know if I even mentioned his name right. By far, the Dutch player has the hardest name on the tour to pronounce. But nevertheless, Carlos Alcaraz went down to Chinatown in 3 straight sets, 6-1, 7-5, 6-4. Did we see this coming? Oh yeah, oh no baby, we didn't see this coming. My number 1 pick, Carlos Alcaraz, he has just gotten knocked out in the second round against a player who's not even seeded in the tournament. I'm shocked. I said it a couple of days ago. Carlos, Sinner, Djokovic. If one of these 3 loses before the quarterfinals, I will get shocked. And this is exactly the scenario that we are now on. I am shocked that Carlos has lost as early as in the second round against a player who is outside top 50. I am shocked. And this is Carlos Alcaraz's earliest loss in a Grand Slam tournament in 3 years. Last time he lost this early in a Grand Slam tournament was 2021 Wimbledon against Daniil Medvedev. And that time also was in straight sets, in the second round. It was exactly the same scenario 3 years ago that he lost in a major this early in the second round. And also he did that in straight sets in that match as well. But the big difference is that back then he was only 18 years old and he was a 0 times Grand Slam champion. Now it is a completely different story. He's older, he is more experienced, and he is a 4 times Grand Slam champion. But this shows to us, my tennis fans all around the world, that tennis is a brutal sport. All the players out there, they fight for their lives. It's big points on the stake here. It's big money on the stake here. Winning a second round match at a major is, you get more money than winning 3, 4, 5 Challenger Tour events. Zandschulp, I don't dare even to pronounce his name because I don't know how to pronounce it. It is extremely difficult. For him, this is the biggest win of his career. And this means a lot to him. So that's why the big 3, Nadal, Djokovic and Federer, that what they have done over the years, not having many early losses in their careers at majors, is just insanity. It is just insanity. It really is insanity. So because you go against all kinds of tennis players. You go against baseline grinders. You go against powerful players. You go against consistency machines. You go against net players, even though we don't have so many net players anymore nowadays, to be quite honest. And they fight like their lives are on the line. It is big points on the stake here. It is big money on the stake here. So you are not getting any easy time, not even on these early rounds. That's why the big 3, what they have done, it is just outrageous. And Carlos, let's be fair towards him. He has done it super good as well. He has never lost in a first round match so far in his career. And this is his earliest exit on the major event in 3 years. So, and we should not forget, he is only 21 years. For God's sakes, when Federer was 21 years, he had only 1 Grand Slam title in his bag. Carlos has 4. So When Djokovic was 21 years, he had only one Grand Slam title in his bag. When Nadal was 21 years, he had 3 Grand Slam titles in his bag. Carlos has more Grand Slam titles in the same age as those 3 greatest players of all time. He has more Grand Slam titles than those 3 at the same age, what they were. So we have just so high expectations on him, especially not only me, but many around the world has so high expectations on him that we believe that he's kind of a tennis machine, and he's time to time is, but he's human, man. He's human. He will also lose early time to time, and we should not forget that he is only in the beginning of his career. He is freaking only 21 years. And he has had his best Grand Slam year of his career with 2 Grand Slam wins this year. He has never won 2 Grand Slam titles in the same year like he has done in this 2024 season. But of course we didn't expect him to lose this early. Of course not. We didn't expect him, because when you are this good like he is, and when you are this high ranked like he is, he's the world number 3, and when you are just coming back from 2 Grand Slam titles back to back, French Open and Wimbledon, you will have high expectations, and also going deep in that Olympic gold tournament when he won the silver medal and lost to Novak Djokovic in that final. So it is only normal having high expectations on him, but we should not, we tennis analysts, me for instance, and many others around the world, we should not take for granted that players will go deep every single Grand Slam tournament. It is not human possible. It's just not. You will go sometimes against a player who will have a great day, like this Dutch player had. Like Carlos said after the match, I don't know what to do. He was playing so high level of tennis, and I was not coming up on his level. I just was staying on the same level, and he was up here. He didn't say exactly these words, but he tried to explain in this kind of similar way. And he was up here, I was down here, and I was never going up to his level. He kind of felt helpless out there. I never seen Carlos Alcaraz being this helpless on a Grand Slam match. Like I said earlier in the video, the only time he has lost in a Grand Slam match in straight sets was 3 years ago against Medvedev in that second round Wimbledon 2021. So all the other losses Carlos has had at majors, they have been always in 4 sets, and 1 in 5 sets, only 1. So the Dutch dude was making Carlos Alcaraz feeling helpless, and that is not many players who can do that, especially not on a majors event in Grand Slam tournament. So Carlos, he was doing 2 aces, 1 double fault. He landed 61% first serve in. He won only 60% when his first serve. He won 52% when his second serve. He broke Van der Zandschulp served 2 times out of 5 break point opportunities that he had, if I'm not mistaken. He does 21 winners only and 27 unforced. He does 6 more unforced than winners. That you don't see Carlos Alcaraz many times during tennis matches doing that little of unforced because he's such a shot maker. He's such a powerful player. So he will find ways to hit through you. He will find ways to hit through his opponent. But that was definitely not the case in this match. With only 21 winners and 27 unforced, he does 6 more unforced than winners. All in all, Carlos won 73 points in the entire match. If you look at the Van der Zandschulp stats, he does 2 aces only and 7 double faults. He does more double faults than aces. He lands 66% first serve in. That is pretty good. It was higher. He landed more serves in than what Carlos did. He won 78% behind his first serve. That was a huge difference in the match. Carlos was winning only 60% behind his first serve. Only 60%. Compared with Van der Zandschulp, who won 78. That is huge difference. Carlos winning only 60% when his first serve. The Dutch guy was winning 78% when his first serve. Huge difference there. And behind the second serve, the Dutch guy won 41% behind his second serve. Carlos was better there, winning 52% behind his second serve. And then he broke Carlos' serve 6 times out of 9 break punch opportunities that he had. So he broke Carlos' serve a ton of times. A ton of times. 6 times out of 9 break punch opportunities that he had. And all in all, in the match, he does 22 winners and 21 unforced errors. He does 1 more winner than unforced errors. So he played a much cleaner match than Carlos. It was not like he was giving Carlos the hammer. It was not like that, even though he won in straight sets. But he played a cleaner match. He gave Carlos a hammer in the first set, where he won the first set 6-1. In that first set, Carlos was just completely helpless. Completely helpless. Which is very rare to see. Extremely rare to see. So he played a cleaner match than Carlos with 22 winners and 21 unforced errors only. So he does 1 more winner than unforced errors, which was definitely not the case in Carlos' game, where Carlos does 6 more unforced errors than winners. And all in all, in the match, the Dutch guy wins 92 points. So he wins 19 more points than Carlos Alcaraz the entire match. That is a huge difference of points in difference here. 19 more. 19, man, that is huge. To beat Carlos Alcaraz in straight sets and to win 19 more points than him in the entire match, that is impressive. So big congratulations to the Dutch guy. He comes through to the 3rd round. His biggest match of his biggest victory of his career, according to me. This will open up the draw, especially for players who wants to make it to the quarterfinal, where I believe Di Minauri is there. So Di Minauri will be the players who want to make it to semi-final. I mean, because Di Minauri was he was in a collision course in facing Carlos Alcaraz in that quarterfinal. So Di Minauri will fancy his chances now to make it to that quarterfinal, to make it to that semi-final. I mean, and then players like Sinner and Medvedev. This is great news for them, because they know now that they have each other to focus on the quarterfinal, Sinner and Medvedev, and then they know that in a winner on that match, I believe we'll get that quarterfinal match between Sinner and Medvedev. But you never know. Upsets in tennis happens. Tennis is such a laser-thin sport that where you can lose against anyone, really, if you don't have your right game on for your right stuff in that particular day. So anyway, we most likely will see a Sinner Medvedev quarterfinal match, and they know that the winner in that match, they will not get Carlos in the semis. They will get most likely Di Minauri. Most likely. So who is the favorite now to win US Open? My number 1 pick is out. Djokovic is not impressed on me, even though he's my number 2nd pick. I believe that Djokovic and Carlos will face each other in a US Open final. That will not be the case anymore, because Carlos just crashed out in the 2nd round. Look, yeah, of course Djokovic can win the US Open. For God's sake, he has won these kind of tournaments 24 times, these Grand Slam tournaments, and he has won the US Open 4 times. He's a defending champion, all that stuff. But he's not impressing on me. So Djokovic's biggest chance to win the US Open is to not face Sinner in the final. That is how I feel. Sinner is still around, and Sinner has defeated him the last couple of times they faced each other, and the last time they faced each other this year was in that Australian Open semi-final, and he defeated Djokovic in 4 sets there. And this is the same kind of surface. This is hard court, and Sinner is a big hitter with both forehand and backhand. And so Djokovic is still not my number 1 favorite to win the US Open. My number 1 favorite now, if Medvedev defeats Sinner in the quarterfinal, because that match is a toss-up between Sinner and Medvedev in the quarterfinal. It is really a toss-up. I have predicted Medvedev to defeat Sinner prior to this tournament, before this tournament started. So, but I'm not sure about that prediction. I'm not sure at all. If Medvedev beats Sinner in that quarterfinal, if we get that quarterfinal, which I believe we will get, then Djokovic has really big chances of winning this US Open. If Djokovic can make it to that final, which is not a short thing he will do. Absolutely not. So, who is the favorite to win the US Open now? Sinner or Medvedev? Sinner or Medvedev? Sinner if he beats Medvedev in the quarterfinal. And if Sinner loses in the quarterfinal, then it is Djokovic, if Djokovic can make it to that final 10 days from now. 1 week from now. So, most likely for me, now, the favorite to win the US Open, it is Sinner. if Sinner can defeat Medvedev. If Sinner defeats Medvedev, he is then definitely my #1 pick to win the US Open. Even if Djokovic makes it to that final, I don't have Djokovic as my favorite in that potential final between Djokovic and Sinner. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, peace!